The scariest horror movies are not always about jump scares or gore. Some of the most terrifying horror films are psychologically driven and delve into the darker aspects of the human psyche. Psychological horror often aims to disturb, unnerve, and linger in the minds of viewers long after the credits have rolled. These films typically explore themes like fear, insanity, trauma, and the supernatural, leaving audiences questioning the nature of reality and the depths of human darkness. Here are some of the best psychological horror movies that will mess with your mind. Viewer discretion is advised for some of these films due to their intense and disturbing content, so make sure you watch them at your own risk. Let's begin. Number 10, Audition. 1999 psychological horror film. Audition is a Japanese movie directed by Takashi Miike. It tells the story of a widower who uses an audition for a fake movie as a cover to find a new wife. He ends up selecting one of the audition participants, but he soon discovers that she has a dark and sinister side to her. The film is renowned for its disturbing imagery and shocking plot twists. Audition is a chilling exploration of obsession, manipulation, and the depths of human depravity. Number 9, Perfect Blue. This 1997 Japanese animated psychological horror film is directed by Satoshi Kon. It follows the story of a former idol singer named Mima Kirimiya, who decides to pursue a career in acting. However, she soon finds herself stalked by a mysterious fan who seems to know her every move. As the lines between reality and fantasy blur, Mimi begins to question her sanity and the motives of those around her. Perfect Blue explores themes of identity, obsession, and the dark side of fame. With its stunning visuals and thought-provoking narrative, this film is a masterpiece of psychological horror. Number 8, Black Swan. Darren Aronofsky's psychological horror film Black Swan delves into the dark side of ballet. Natalie Portman stars as Nina Sayers, a dedicated and talented ballerina who is preparing for a leading role in a production of Swan Lake. As opening night approaches, Nina's psychological state deteriorates. She becomes consumed by the dual roles of the White Swan and the Black Swan, blurring the lines between reality and fantasy. The film is known for its intense performances, stunning cinematography, and exploration of obsession, perfectionism, and the sacrifices made in the pursuit of artistic excellence. Number 7, Repulsion. Repulsion, a 1965 psychological horror film directed by Roman Polanski, is a disturbing exploration of a woman's descent into madness. Catherine Deneuve stars as a young woman who becomes increasingly unhinged while staying alone in her apartment. As she loses touch with reality, the boundaries between sanity and insanity blur, leading to horrifying consequences. The film's claustrophobic atmosphere, dreamlike sequences, and powerful performances make it a haunting and unforgettable experience. Number 6, The Silence of the Lambs. This 1991 psychological horror film is based on the novel of the same name by Thomas Harris. It follows a young FBI trainee named Clarice Starling, who is tasked with interviewing a brilliant but manipulative serial killer, Hannibal Lecter, to help catch another serial killer. As Clarice delves deeper into the mind of a psychopath, she must confront her own demons and the darkness that lies within humanity. The Silence of the Lambs is a gripping and terrifying film with outstanding performances from Jodie Foster and Anthony Hopkins. Number 5, The Babadook. This 2014 Australian psychological horror film, directed by Jennifer Kent, tells the story of a widowed mother and her 6-year-old son who are tormented by a monster from a children's book. As the monster begins to wreak havoc on their lives, the mother must confront not only the creature, but also her own inner demons and the grief she has been suppressing. The Babadook is a powerful and unsettling film that explores themes of grief, mental illness, and the power of fear. Number 4, Rosemary's Baby. This 1968 psychological horror film, directed by Roman Polanski, is based on Ira Levin's novel of the same name. It tells the story of a young pregnant woman who suspects that her neighbors are part of a satanic cult that plans to use her baby in a ritualistic sacrifice. As Rosemary becomes increasingly isolated and paranoid, she must fight to protect her child and uncover the sinister secrets of her neighbors. Rosemary's Baby is a masterfully crafted film that builds suspense slowly and effectively, keeping audiences on the edge of their seats. Number 3, Jacob's Ladder. This 1990 psychological horror film, directed by Adrian Lyne, is a mind-bending journey into the psyche of a Vietnam War veteran. Tim Robbins plays Jacob Singer, who is plagued by disturbing visions and memories from his time in the war. As Jacob struggles to piece together his fragmented past, he is confronted by the horrors he has witnessed and the psychological scars they have left behind. Jacob's Ladder is a thought-provoking and intense film that explores the lasting impact of trauma and the nature of reality itself. Number 2, The Shining. Stanley Kubrick's 1980 psychological horror film. The Shining is based on Stephen King's novel of the same name. It features Jack Nicholson as Jack Torrance, an aspiring writer who takes a job as the winter caretaker of the Overlook Hotel. Along with his wife Wendy and their young son Danny, they settle into the isolated hotel. However, Jack soon becomes increasingly unhinged, driven to madness by the hotel's sinister history and his own inner demons. The Shining is renowned for its iconic performances, haunting score and masterful direction, creating an immersive and terrifying experience. Number 1, Psycho. Alfred Hitchcock's 1960 psychological horror film, Psycho, is a groundbreaking masterpiece that revolutionized the horror genre. The film stars Anthony Perkins as Norman Bates, a seemingly polite young man who runs a motel with his mother. When a woman on the run, Marion Crane, played by Janet Leigh, arrives at the motel, she becomes entangled in a web of deceit and violence. Psycho is a masterclass in suspense and features one of the most shocking plot twists in cinematic history. Its portrayal of mental illness and disturbing imagery continue to resonate with audiences today. These films offer a glimpse into the darkest corners of the human psyche and showcase the power of suggestion and the human imagination in creating truly terrifying experiences. Whether you're a fan of psychological thrillers or supernatural horror, these movies are sure to leave you questioning the nature of reality and the depths of human darkness. So if you're looking for a good scare, be sure to check out these highly acclaimed psychological horror films. But please remember to approach them with caution, as they are not for the faint of heart. Now it's time to make your voice heard. Which of these films is your favorite and why? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more spine-chilling content. Thanks for watching.